Oh boy, there we are. I found it. I found it, boys. Cut the music out of here. Get that out of here. Alright. Let's see. Boom. There we are. Let me get this mic set up. Uh-oh. Oh, thought it froze for a sec. Oh, hey. That's convenient. Alrighty then. Ooh, I need to shrink that camera down from the news, don't I? There we go. Oh man. How are you guys doing? I am feeling kind of sick, so I got some pineapple in hopes that it has vitamin C in it, because I didn't want to drink orange juice that's full of sugar. We've got a bunch of questions. We've got BMX pipe. What more could you ask for? If I can get the controller. Oh yes, let's go, Jake. Let's go. What is going on? Did I break my controller? Oh, sweet. Might have broke my controller. Wouldn't that be cool? Or was it the charger that's broken? It might be the cord. Uh-oh. What is going on? Oh no. My controller is messed up. Uh-oh. Well, Jake, what are you doing? Thank you. My birthday was yesterday. Are the batteries not in all the way? Alright, well either way, let's bring up the first question. Boom. What's a trick that you haven't figured out but want so bad? I have a perfect one for this. And what's up, Pat? Honestly, there's the trick that I've been trying right now that I want really bad but haven't been able to get yet is the ice pick to 270 Fufanu, or the Lucky 270 Fufanu. One of those two. Other than that, I mean, I have a couple tricks that I've been trying for like years that I don't really want to talk about, because if somebody does it before me, I'll be really sad. I can't get my controller to connect. This is not cool. Anyways, so yeah, the Ice Pick 270 Fufanu is my top of the list right now currently. And then I would say maybe a number two. Let me think. Opposite ice picks. That would be awesome. I would love to be able to do an opposite ice pick. So this controller is not working anymore. Not sure what the problem is. I think it's the cord. But anyways, let's move on to question number 2. That's not the questions. And again, thank you, Jake. If you could move anywhere, where would it be? This is from Brandon Peters 18. All of these questions are from Instagram, by the way. There is a new feature on Instagram that lets you ask a question in an Instagram story. I think I broke my cord. But anyways, if I could move anywhere, honestly, I wouldn't want to move anywhere. But what I would do is go somewhere. I wouldn't want to move anywhere permanently. Yeah, I wouldn't want to move somewhere permanently. But what I would do is move somewhere for like the winter time, because we all know that winter sucks. Luckily I have another controller, so we're still in with the game. But I would move away for like a month at a time in the winter if I could. Is my controller... Okay, we're going to try the other controller one more time. Probably somewhere like... Where would be sweet? I don't know. I think I'd go to like California for a while until I got sick of it, maybe. Every winter for a month at a time. How could you get sick of that? Then possibly Florida. I don't know. There's a few places, but I definitely would not move anywhere permanently. I would miss my skate park way too much. Oh, I think this cord is broken. Anyways, though, Australia, they don't know what snow is. Is that true? I would visit Australia. Next question. Question number 3. What was your first aftermarket frame? So, I will start by saying that my first ever complete BMX bike was a Fit Team Complete that I got at the local bike shop. And then after that, my first ever frame was a FBM Stairmaster. I got the bike in a trade along with some money for a gun and a bicycle, like a whole bike. What is going on? Uh-oh. Something's not working on here. We might not be able to play this game tonight. Oh, just kidding. We got it. Anyways, so yeah. FBM Stairmaster. It was, I got it in that trade. Yep. I don't think we're going to be able to play this game tonight. Anyways, we'll just do a question and answer right now. This game's not wanting to cooperate. I don't know if it's the game or my controller or what. I'm getting angry. So, FBM Stairmaster is a secondhand bike that several people before me rode, and they rode it hard, and that thing lasted forever. For those of you who weren't here, I feel sick, and I think pineapple has vitamin C in it. I jumped that Stairmaster to flat, like, so many times, so badly. And it never ended up breaking. I did have to weld it. And then I ended up getting a different frame instead. So that Stairmaster is now put up in storage. Volume Dinosaur. That sounds like the coolest frame ever. I think it's the game. What were your guys' first frames? Everybody in the chat, what was your first bikes? I'm closing the pipe game and seeing if it might be... No, it's definitely... Oh, we got the controller on. Yes. A Mongoose. Wow, 2003. That is awesome. My bike, I think I got my first bike, my first ever bike in 2006. And then after that, what did I get? The Stairmaster came in probably, oh gosh, 2008-ish? What's up, Emmett? Mongooses are an okay first bike. Nothing wrong with that. I finally got into this game, so now we can actually play like we were supposed to while answering some questions. So, if you're just joining us, my first ever aftermarket frame was an FBM Stairmaster, which came in a trade that involved a gun. Moving on to question number 4. Let's get that one open. What size top tube do you like? So I've got 2 answers for this because my Nowhere bike is 27.5 and my Sunday is 21. I think, personal preference wise, I do like the taller frame a little bit better. How do I write the questions? If you want to just ask a question in the chat, I'll answer it that way because I don't have time to go on Instagram right now. Dudes. But anyways, so I think I like 21 better, but the 27.5 of the Nowhere frame definitely has its purpose for tech stuff, and it helps for that. As far as having a 21, I think that's better for like riding at the trails for my personal preference. Man, the only way that the controller works is when I hold it like this with the cord. Got me over here looking for a 21.5-inch top tube. That is a pretty big top tube. Okay, so we've got a question in the chat. Sorry for eating. Once again, I'm sick, and I think pineapple has vitamin C. And let's see here. What do you think about scooter riders or just scooters in general? And that comes from Emirate Edits. And I'm going to say what a lot of people won't say or wouldn't used to say. I think scooters are fine. I have absolutely no problems with scooters as long as they're following skate park etiquette just like everyone else. I'm not going to like generalize or blanket statement about scooters because everybody's just out to try and do the same thing and have the same fun. And who is anyone else to say that somebody is anything for doing that their own way? Anyone who says that is just an asshole. It's that simple. If you don't like someone just because they do something, that makes you an asshole. And then, yeah, Jake in the chat just asked if I would quit riding bikes if I had $5 million. If that's implying that you're going to give me $5 million, I will not quit. You definitely can't quit for money. If anything, money would make you ride more. Backflip, crank flip. Yeah, definitely would be at the skate park giving out free parts. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. Oh, my question for the top tube didn't even show up. I pushed cancel. Sorry. Othie on Instagram asked the top tube question, but luckily the next question, oh, just kidding. That was the second question from Othie, so it's okay. Your name was on the screen anyways. Next question, why do you ride BMX? This was one that I wanted to answer. And honestly, at this point in my life, I ride because of that little voice inside that says, you better go ride today or you're going to have a bad day. And the one that says, hey, you need to go land that trick that you were thinking about or you're going to have a bad day. Why wouldn't you ride BMX? Also, this question comes from Matt Gear 35. This is my first Q&A, so I'm awful at it already. It's been 20 minutes. But, I mean, it's one of those things that's so, like, just part of everyday life at this point that, like, I don't know what life would be like without riding. And if you guys follow the YouTube channel, you know that I literally post riding type videos every single day on here, or do a stream involving a BMX game, because I'm literally obsessed. It was started when I was 13 years old as an obsession, and it has not slowed down at all. Ask anyone who knows me. They know that literally, like, all I care about is riding bikes. Riding bikes, and my girlfriend obviously care about other things too, but bikes are seriously life, basically. Yeah, Jake Peterson in the chat said that life has gotten him out of so much real life. I told the Lord and Savior Dave Mira told me to. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, if I didn't ride, I mean, I don't do anything bad like drinking or smoking, or I never partied or anything in high school. I think riding was part of the reason for that, because I literally just wanted to be at the skate park instead of doing any of that. Someone, Super Noob Smith, asked if I had a regular job in the chat. Someone else after that said, WTF is a regular job. Oh, that's funny. But to answer that question, I don't have a regular job, but I do some Photoshop things. I'm helping out my buddy Cody right now while his dad's recovering from surgery. We are all outcasts. Oh, I almost got the front flip. So, moving on. Yeah, pop culture does suck. Culture, just anything that's not BMX sucks. Literally. That's all there is to it. Let's see. The next question is from someone who's in the chat right now. Jake Peterson asks, will you follow me back? I'm going to see here. Let's see. Jake _ Peterson. Why isn't your name showing up? 4130. There's Jake Peterson. Oh, how do I get that up? Oh, is it there? Oh, it happened. Everybody follow him. His name's on the screen. Jake _ Peterson 4130. We might as well follow all the Jakes. Jake Hull says I don't follow him. Well, guess what? Jake Hull. Boom. There you go. You are followed. So that was an easy one to answer. If you're watching this, just follow my dude Jake Peterson and my other dude Jake _ Hull 37 right there. Next question before I throw my mouse around. I need to close this folder of questions so that I can remember where they're at. Next question. This is less of a question and more of a statement. I had a pet turtle, but it ran away. I feel it, man. I had a pet turtle too at one point in time. It might have died, but it wasn't my fault. Somebody said that it didn't need water in the wintertime while it was hibernating, and it turned out that it did. Pineapple, because I think it has vitamin C, and I feel sick. I need some tape for this controller. Jake, super chatting it up. Thank you, man. Moving on. Question. No comment. If you're watching, you can read this one. Somebody thought she would be funny, and I had to include it. I think everyone had a turtle at one point in time, honestly, because that's just the thing to do. Like, turtles are such a cool pet. Why wouldn't you want a turtle? Rigged question. Luckily it's from someone who's acceptable. So let's move on. You are, oh my God. Here we go. Jamie, you're crazy. Next question from my buddy, Panda_Bullock. He is an Ohio guy. He asks, when are we getting toothpicks? And I would say that you could answer that better than I could. I'm going to need a toothpick for this pineapple. Emmett, I am on a PC. I have it downloaded on my Mac hard drive, but it was terrible trying to stream it. I don't know if that was because of being on OS 10 or what, but as soon as I moved over to this Windows hard drive, I just switched my boot drive and play on the Windows drive. But it plays way smoother. And if you have a Mac, you can do boot camp and get into Windows. So anyways, to answer Panda's question, when are we getting toothpicks? I am down to try toothpicks anytime. I can do them from a ice pick stall, like ice pick to toothpick, but I can't just do a straight tooth. It's so freaking hard. Yeah, Dan, it does lag on a Mac. So yeah. Oh God, they're having a very awkward chat in the chat right now, if you're watching it in the replay. So next question. Boom. Dat_1_ Black guy asks, who all in Alienation with you can you tag them to? Unfortunately, I can't tag them in this video while we're doing this, but we've got Tom Justice, Alex Landeros, Hannah Roberts, Bryce Tryon, who am I forgetting? Nick Bruce. He's an Ohio guy too. I think there's a few other guys that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but those are a few of them. They just added a guy, Isaiah Thomas, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shout out to Micah Krantz. He helps out with Alienation, posts on the Instagram and whatnot. Sorry for eating. Can someone tell me if pineapple does have vitamin C in it? Like I said, I feel like I'm getting sick, and we have a trail jam on Saturday, so I cannot get sick. I have to be better. Ugh. Got like a brown spot. So yeah, I think that's the best I can do currently. Oh, Nikita Ducaros, the girl rider out in Arizona or California, somewhere. She rides for Mongoose. She also is on Alienation. What's up, Mental Magic? Let's move on to the next question. We got one from Monumaker. He is local around here. He brings his kids to the skate park. Shout out to you guys, to Bryce and Braden, and you, Anthony. Well, I kind of can't. Canned pineapple only has added C. Well, this pineapple was cut pineapple. That came from a whole pineapple. So anyways, this question from Monumaker is, were born in and a Worcester resident all your life? I was not born in Worcester. I was born in Orrville, which is close to Worcester. But besides that, yes, I've been in Worcester my entire life. Worcester, and proud of it. Worcester Skate Park. Forever. Slow motion deaths. Mental Magic, I'm just on PC. So we can move on to the next question. I love Worcester, and I will never move away forever. That was actually the first question. If you could, or not the first question, the second question. If you could move anywhere, where would it be? Excuse me. I wouldn't move anywhere. I would just go away for the winter. Next question. 25 crank flips for 25 years. From Judas, who has not shown his face in the chat yet, but I'm sure he will. I didn't do 25 crank flips for 25 years. I think he's referring to the 25 tricks for 25 years that I talked about yesterday in my post. Didn't do 25 crank flips, but I may have done 25 of something in the video with the 25 tricks. So 25 somethings and then 24 other tricks to go with it. If that gives you a hint, that's all you're getting. Next question. Oh, you are here. Were you waiting on the question? Well, that hopefully you can probably guess, but hopefully that helps you out. Then we had Carl _ with _ A _ K, spelled K-A-Y. Is it your birthday? Not today. I was going to do this last night, but not enough questions came in. I was tired. Needed to go to bed. Either way, though. Yesterday was my birthday. Today is the 11th, the day after. Just show up for your own eco. Too funny. All right, moving on. Let's open the next question. I'm not sure how to answer this one, to be quite honest. This is from Nestor _ Lemza _ Bunny F BDBF. Did I say that right? Yes, it is such a profound question. When are you going on Twitch? I will go on Twitch as soon as I have a video uploaded the day that I need to stream and I have time to get it all set up and let everybody know what's going on and upload a 30-second video to YouTube talking about it. I just honestly haven't had a chance yet. I was going to do it the other day. And with the way YouTube works, all their watch time and views and crap and uploading daily, I just would rather get the video and stream on here directly than worry about transferring it from Twitch. So we'll get there eventually. So yeah, good question, Nestor. Next question. What's your favorite rider? I would say my favorite rider, what my favorite rider is, would probably be my bicycle. That's my favorite rider. But talking about who's my favorite rider, my question to that is always my favorite rider is whoever I happen to be riding with at that point in time. That is who my favorite rider is. Because I have so many friends, I love watching every single one of them ride. So like, I don't know, I can't just pick favorite riders out of them and then makes people feel bad because I didn't say them. So my favorite rider is whoever I'm riding with at any given time. Super Noob Smith says his favorite rider is Larry Edgar. That is a very good favorite rider. When it comes to pros though, like I don't know, I don't have like any favorite riders that are pros just because I like everybody and I like all types of riding. So as long as you have fun on your bike, you're my favorite rider. I have people that I like watching, but I wouldn't call anyone a favorite. Yeah, there's way too many great people riding bikes to pick just one favorite rider. And like Dave Osato, somebody said in the chat, that is a very good favorite rider. Oh, we need to rehydrate before we die. Jake Peterson, you can ride out, or you can move out here. Nothing's stopping you. I wish I could tape this cord. My cord is broken on my controller. I don't know who Flamey is, honestly. Oh, you like watching old Hamilton stuff? Yeah, Hamilton stuff is sweet. Okay. Let's talk about Hamilton for a second. I lived in Columbus, Ohio for 4 years while I went to college. And I had no idea who Hamilton was until I moved down there and I asked somebody if there was like local people around to ride with. And he said that guy's name. I'm like, who's that? So then he told me to look up videos or something. I never did it. And then I think I ended up like hearing about it. And then we ended up riding together. And then it got to the point where we were riding like every other day. Then we started filming. And I was taking pictures for him, filming stuff on his camera. Then I was filming stuff on my camera. And then I made a video for him and just kind of continued the entire time I was in school down in Columbus. So we rode all of the time. And I would absolutely say, no one's asked the question, but if I had to say someone who's influenced my riding, I would say that it was riding with him that influenced my riding a lot, just because when we would go to spots, we would not use them like, we would use certain things, or he would use certain things in ways that you just kind of wouldn't think about. So I started doing the exact same thing, and it just went from there and kind of changed the way you look at things, because to rather than looking at a spot like, oh, I'm looking for just a handrail to grind, more like I'm looking for like a grass bank to a stump to do stuff on. It's just weird things like that that you can make awesome and just setups rather than just a rail or just a gap or something like that. Those guys are talking about their favorite riders in the chat. We've got Godzilla says Jay Downton is his current favorite rider. Somebody says they love Spencer Forsman's channel. Spencer Forsman definitely has an interesting channel with some fun to watch content. And Jamie says he doesn't get how he's husky and can 360 flip a tiny bank hip. I don't get that either. I think he just like sends himself into it and it just comes around, and he's so good at like catching himself and landing tricks that he just busts it out every time. So moving on to the next question. We've only got 3 left unless there's more. So Trash Thomas BMX on Instagram asks, is the Sweet Tooth Alex Heim bike any good because I just ordered it, ... please. I have a friend who has the Sweet Tooth bike. If you see Marcus in my videos, and if you're watching this, Marcus, what's up, dude? He has the Sweet Tooth frame. He's had it for a while. He hasn't dented it or anything like that. It seems to be holding up really well for him, so I would say you're probably good. I mean, any frame that's like a signature model frame from a legitimate company like Colony is going to be a decent enough frame to like handle most average people when it comes to riding. So you're probably good with that one. Moving on. Colony Sweet Tooth Complete. There's a complete from the Sweet Tooth. Oh, I didn't know there was a complete bike. I thought he was saying the frame. Okay. Hold up. Rewind. Let's see. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try something. Boom. We're in Google. Let's figure this out. Colony Sweet Tooth 2018 bike. I did not know that this was a thing. We're going to find out, and I'm going to tell you right now if that bike's any good. So, right off the bat, I mean, it looks good. It's got the aftermarket stem on it. Got legit 3-piece cranks. Let's read the specs. No, there is a complete. I'm looking at it right now. It might not have come up for you guys yet because there's a little delay, but the frame is the signature aftermarket frame, so that's good. You're good there. Forks, Sweet Tooth full heat treated chromoly forks, 1-piece deer tube. That's perfect. Brakes, 990. I mean, if you're going to run brakes, those are probably fine. Integrated headset, that's good. Stem, CNC 7075 aluminum. I mean, that's a good stem. Should be a good stem anyway. Full chromoly bars. Grips, doesn't matter that much. Sprocket, doesn't matter a ton. Chromoly, tubular 48 spline cranks. Those should be good. Sealed mid bottom bracket. Rims, Colony pin tour. I haven't heard of those, so I don't know a ton. Let's see here. Colony Wasp alloy. Sealed front hub. Sealed back hub. That, yeah, this bike is sick. This is honestly, like, how much is this bike? We need to find out how much this bike costs. $692? I mean, that's basically a complete aftermarket bike for 700 bucks. The frame is like 300 bucks. So, I mean, you're getting everything else on a bike for 400 bucks. Yeah, this bike is about as solid as you can get when it comes to a complete bike. You're not going to have to replace anything. You are going to be golden. So, we can get out of this. Back to the game. Let's go to the next question. Good thing that bike ended up being awesome. Next question. I really like this question. How long did it take you to learn to 180? You know what? We're going to do it. I'm going to pull up something else. Let's see if these pictures are here. Honestly, it took me a long time to learn how to 180. I learned so many other tricks before I learned how to 180 because I could not get the motion of turning my head and keeping my head turned. I would turn and then I would turn it back. And I'm curious to see what pictures I have. Okay. Let's see here. This is the one that I'm looking for. Here we go. Boom. This is a blast from the past. And the caption on this one on MySpace was 360 Fufanu because we didn't know what a 3-tap was called. But in reality, it was a failed bunny hop 180. And if you ride, you can tell that this is not a 180. This was, yeah, it took me a long time to learn how to 180, and it was not good. These guys are talking about chainstay brake mounts. Yes, I still do have the same haircut. What about it? Somebody said that in the chat. Anyways, yeah, it's just one of those things. I could not keep my head turned. I would go to 180 and just go straight back. I can't remember what was going on here. I think I might have been going, okay, so if we're looking at this picture, I gotta figure out which way my hand's going. So I think I was going this direction. So I think I was going that direction, and I know I would have been, you know what? This is crazy. I just looked, okay, so check this out. In this picture, I have my right foot forward, but I'm left foot forward now. So I think I was trying to spin to the left, and my head was going back right. I think that's what's going on here. This is like less than 90-degree spin. And I'm trying to go this way, but my head wants to go this way, which makes sense because I spin to the right now and I'm left foot forward. I wonder if, okay, let's keep looking through these pictures. You can't tell. The left foot forward is in this picture. Yeah, switch foot 180 going the way that I don't go. Oh God, look at that picture. Look at me. Okay, so I'm left foot forward in these pictures. There we go. We'll keep it on here for a second. Yeah, no, my foot probably hit the ground and it was just bad. It honestly took me years to learn how to 180. I was probably doing these bar hops before I was doing one. No, I wasn't probably. I was doing bar hops before 180s. And since we're talking about this, I'm going to make this go away for a second. And we're going to bring something up on YouTube. This is so fun. I'm glad that I'm doing this now. This is cool. Thank you for asking this question. I forgot to say who it was. Is _Matthew_ABT. Okay, so let's see here. I'm looking for, it might not be on here. No. Okay. I know how to find this. Is this it? No, that's not it. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm talking about here, but I'm pulling up my first ever bike video right now. It was set to Disturbed's Down with the Sickness, which is funny because I feel sick right now. And it is not a good video. Let's see. It's on here somewhere. I know I uploaded it. Maybe I didn't. Trying to find it for you guys. I don't know how to find it. I guess I have to. We're having issues, but we're gonna find it because I have to. It's too good to not show you guys. And when I say good, I mean too good in a bad way. Too bad in a good way. That's what we mean. I'm so glad that you asked this question about when I learned, or how long it took me to learn 180s. I guess I don't know where it's at. Well, we'll find it eventually. I'm sure it exists somewhere on the internet, and I will show you guys one day. So I'm not 100% sure where it's at to find it right now. Unless it's on my old channel. We're looking. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. That's okay. Sorry guys, I wasted a little bit of time. We will move on to the next question. That's what a live stream's all about. Oh, just kidding, that was the last question. So, actually, that's the end of the questions, unless I have a few more on Instagram. Let's check. Oh. I had a funny question. Oh wow, there's actually a couple in here. Okay, so first from O Paris 29, we have, let me find it again, they're not in order. How long have you been riding? I'll put it up here since I can't. Right there. How long have you been riding, and are there any other jams at Apple Creek Trails than the annual ACT Jam? So if you didn't know, the Apple Creek Trail Jam, trails I ride at and dig at, we're having a jam this Saturday. Be there. Check my Instagram, check Facebook. There's an event. If you're in Ohio, you should be there. Either way though, not either way though. But anyways though, we have a chili jam in October usually, where you make some chili, bring some chili, we ride trails, eat chili, have fun. It's less crazy than this jam. It's a little more laid back. So if you want to come to that one. It's in October, but you should really come to the trail jam that we're having Saturday, which is 2 days away. Good God. How long have you been riding? This summer, actually, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that, it would have been 12 years. 12 years, because I got that complete bike that you saw. Oh, right there. I'm an idiot. I found my first bike video, so that's cool. We can actually watch it now, but might as well show this up and play this while we're talking about it. So the bike that you'll see in this video was a bike that I got for my birthday when I turned 13, and that's when I started riding, and I just turned 25, so 12 years. Yeah, couldn't 180 at this point at all. Bar hops though, couldn't land them, but I could do bar hops. And this is my neighbor, Dustin. He could do 180s. Crank flip, first ever trick. Rolling crank flip, half crank flips. I'm calling these things out. Whatever. You guys can see what happens. So while this is playing, let's answer the other questions. My friend, not the real Tristan on Instagram, which you should totally not follow because he's a jerk. He asks, do you think 0.99999 will eventually equal 0? Asking for a friend. Oops. You definitely should come, Jamie. Fly all the way from Australia. Send it. So, Tristan, to answer your question, it already does. Yeah. At one point in time, we used to ride our bikes in my basement while my parents were sleeping upstairs. Crazy. Foot jam rollbacks. I could do that, but I couldn't 180. I could roll out. I could fakie, but I couldn't 180. Yeah, rolling half crank flips in athletic running pants with the old grandpa walk back to the bike. We used to have a lot of fun. Let's see if there's more questions. Jake Peterson 4130. Are you streaming now? I just might be. I might be streaming now. Yeah, nobody ever yelled about riding inside. It actually wasn't loud. And right there, he fakied into my dog. Boink. These were fun times. But I think it's even more fun now because I can actually ride the bike. Jake, you're funny. Faking it into me sitting in a chair filming him. Look at those bars way far back doing an abubica. That setup right there is exactly how I got my first shinner that made you not be able to feel the where it happened at. Stoppy endo. This is a great video if you can't tell. Doing the same line that I did before. Yep. So that's it. That is my first ever bike video. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the questions. No questions have been asked unless you guys want to ask some in the chat now that I can finally keep up with the chat. I'm going to try to play this game while the controller's messed up and I have to hold the cord down. Thanks, Godzilla. Pretty pumped on it. What should we do in the game? And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll probably stream for another at least 10 minutes. I need to get to bed so I don't feel sick tomorrow and I can get to the trails, get working on them. Don't backflip, you dingus. Looking for new cranks, any recommendations? I mean, I have profiles on my bike right now, and they've worked really well for me. The only thing that I don't like, I have the 22 millimeter ones. I don't know if there's an option for no crank bolt or what, or if I pick, like, if they all come with no crank bolts, but the cranks I have, the 22 millimeter, don't have a crank bolt option in them, so I have to run spline drive 22 millimeter, which is kind of difficult. And it's just kind of personal preference, really, when it comes to cranks. Like, a lot of people will say Odyssey cranks, anything with a lifetime warranty, put it that way. Get chromoly cranks with a lifetime warranty. Send in the warranty card so that if they ever break, you don't have to worry about it. I have the Boss. Okay, so I ordered the wrong cranks. Well then, it's okay because I like the Madeira spline drive guard. But if I had a preference, I would have liked to have not done that. You broke profile in less than 2 weeks. How did you break profile cranks? Not very many people do that. Bossless fit indent cranks. Oh my gosh, 24 millimeter spline drive cranks. That would be awful. You probably only have like 2 options. Why isn't that working? Oh, I didn't push the other one. Any other questions, fellas, ladies? Broke off the pedal while jumping the hip. That's crazy. Fit keyguard in 28 tooth. I didn't know that they made... Oh, it's probably... Wait. Is that keyguard come in 22 millimeter as well? Because I thought that the Madeira Signet guard was the only 22 millimeter spline drive option. Yeah, I've seen those mutant cranks. Those things are crazy looking. I don't know. I mean, obviously, not obviously, but I feel like they're probably okay. Oh, geez. I already answered that question, Paris. That's why I didn't say anything. No, fit indent cranks come in bolt drive or 24 millimeter spline drive. So literally the sprocket doesn't come in anything, or doesn't come in anything other than bolt or 24 millimeter spline. That's so dumb. Make 22 millimeters so there's options. I like the Signet guard sprocket, but like, if I could run something else, I might. Let's see if we can half cab grind. That's gonna be the banger. Then we'll get off of here. I'll try and get some sleep so I don't have to feel dead. You're good, buddy. Any more questions? Dang it. Well, how does... I'll have to just check it out. Still counts. Nope. What? Let's see. It's 11 o'clock. Yeah. I don't really want to get too bad. I feel like I'm just getting sicker and sicker as the minutes go by. It's like total body ache. I feel like I'm wrecking the same way that Jimmy hears. He's not doing so hot in life. Not when you wreck like this. 4 a.m. What are you doing awake at 4 a.m.? Oh, that was it. 10 p.m. there. Not too bad. I mean, Paris, if you have to buy a used bike, or not even if you have to, if you know what it's been through, and like you know the person who owned it. Oh, what's up, Tony, Anthony, whichever one you prefer. But if you gotta buy a used bike, you gotta buy a used bike. I've ridden used parts before. Alright, we hit an hour. I'm gonna land something here. Jeez. Was that a... I wonder if you could do like cash rolls in this game. If you had like the proper setup. I can't get a 540 anymore. This is not. It's because the bike's not green. That's what it is. We gotta get this half cab grind. Are you kidding me? Jimmy! You suck. Get it together. Total Hangover V3. I say, or H3. If that is a frame and not a complete bike, I say get Nick Bruce's signature frame that just came out from Total, if you're going to get a Total. Because that'll help Nick out, and I'm sure it's a good frame. I'm thinking I'm getting a really good deal off my friend for a We the People with sealed hubs and 3-piece cranks for $150. I mean, it's possible. Man, I suck at this game having to hold this cord. You just want to do a 540 to half cap grind. Dude, come on. I'm gonna have to get a new cord for this. Dang it. Darn it. Just want this half cap grind. That's it. Jimmy, come on, or you're off the freaking team, boy. Almost. All right, let's see. Do we have any questions on Instagram? Nope. I think at this point the Instagram story with the question disappeared. Almost. Is there a specific set of steps to build dirt jumps? Not at all, man. Apple Creek started with a dirt like half pipe that some guy built to like use a dirt skateboard on, and then they came down and started jumping it with their bikes. So really, I mean, if you want to build them right, and you want, or not right, but if you want to build them in a way that you won't have to rebuild, you might want to take a look at a set of trails, like, and get an idea of spacing. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Alex Colborn's cool and all, but Nick Bruce is an Ohio guy, and he's got a signature total frame. So it'd be cool to rep him, and you'll probably get a chance to meet him at Ray's. Get it together, Jimmy. We're going to end up on here for another hour at this rate. Oh, man. Can't get the 540 every time. Maybe he needs a coaster. Almost. Jamie, Monumaker is a guy who brings his kid and his friends to the skate park. So he's kind of just starting learning to ride and stuff, so the geometry side of things doesn't matter as much right now. Maybe having a more reactive bike would help. There, I finally landed the grind. Dan, I don't know if you know it or not, but DK isn't as good as it used to be. And they like recently, not recently, but a while ago, they got rid of a ton of people who worked there. Ohio is DK. Verde started in Ohio. But yeah. So I finally landed the 540 to fakie half cab grind. Let's check the story. Oh, it's still on there, but it'll be going away soon. Yeah, Paris, you definitely want to get something with sealed hubs. Check out the Colony Sweet Tooth, because we looked at it during the stream and it's an awesome bike for only like 700 bucks. It's got everything you might need on it already. 7 to controller death. Alright guys, I'm tired of dealing with this cord. I'm gonna have to find a new one, or tape this one somehow, or figure out what is going on with it. So I'm gonna jump off here for tonight. I'm feeling not the best, and I'd like to get some water and get to bed so we can feel better for the Trail Jam Saturday. Today is Wednesday, so there will be no video tomorrow. There might be a video tomorrow. I might stream. Who knows yet? We'll figure it out. Either way, though, thank you if you asked a question. Hopefully I answered them somewhat well. Thank you guys for hanging out in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, let me know in the comments Let me know if I answered your question. If I answered your question, you already know it. Never mind. Don't let me know if I answered your question, because I already know you probably. Everyone who asks questions, I think I already know. Anyways, though, see you guys later. I think I might try to stream tomorrow night. We'll just have to see what goes on. See you guys later.